I felt isolated and I felt trapped and I felt claustrophobic, and that was all stuff that my character should be feeling anyways.
The film addresses a lot of extremely relevant topics. Can you both talk about why this is the perfect story and experience for today's society and how the film tackles all of that in a unique way?
You're right that it tackles a lot of intense topics that feel relevant today. So, in that regard, it feels topical. I think the best part of this film is it touches on all of those, but also is sheer escapism. And so I think a lot of how the anxiety of the world is projected to us is through our phones and through screens. And there's nothing better than 90 minutes of putting your phone away and just being swept up in a story, so you can feel like you still have your finger on the pulse of what's happening in the world, but you're doing it in a passive way that's keeping you engaged on the edge of your seat. And it's truly a thrilling, sort of gripping story, but ultimately it's sheer entertainment. And so I think it's relevant now is, yes, it has to do with AI, and it has to do with justice, and it has to do with intense policing. And those are all things that are happening that give us anxiety today. And sometimes we need a little break from that. So it's a nice 90-minute reprieve that will give you both the break, but also allow you to still feel part of the world. I was confined to a chair. I was inside of a volume. I wasn't sitting in the same room with the other actors. They were talking to me through an earwig on my phone and a microphone from another soundstage. So we're still able to connect to one another and have, action and reaction. I felt isolated and I felt trapped and I felt claustrophobic, and that was all stuff that my character should be feeling anyways.